At Bug Jam. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thanks for joining us. For the rest of you, thanks for being so patient. Wanted to put in a quick word here from Bug Jam that you all are totally awesome. I've been running into people all day that are asking if I'm okay because it's been like 3 or 4 months since I've posted anything, and it makes a guy feel good. It's pretty cool. So I appreciate everybody that's here and everybody that's watching. And I just wanted to jump on and say, hey, let you know that everything is okay. And tomorrow we are going to be doing a live stream at 11 a.m. So thought I'd take this opportunity to give you a sneak peek at some of the cars here at Bug Jam, and then we'll just do the whole thing tomorrow until the phone overheats, and it'll be a good time. So let me turn you around. We'll take a look at a few cars here, and hey there, Greg, how you doing, man? I am going to be making my way up to the swap meet where I've been all day. You want to say hey to everybody? Yeah, let me turn around. We got some cool folks here having a good time at Bug Jam. Hello.
Justin.
Justin, nice to meet you, Justin.
Treasure Coast V-Dub Club. We're right here.
Jersey Coast V-Dub Club? Is that where you came from?
Treasure Coast.
Oh, Treasure Coast.
V-Dub
All right.
Club. South
Nice.
Florida.
Nice.
Fort Pierce.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
So,
Moses. Nice to meet you. Whoops.
Yeah.
Let me get that right
We're
there.
like from the Orange Bug all the way down to RV. This whole little section right here.
Well, we'll start with
14
y'all.
cars.
Very cool. Good
Check
meeting
us out.
both of y'all.
Thank
Yep,
you.
take care. See what I'm talking about? That's what we've been seeing all day, is awesome people like this just having a good time doing the thing that they enjoy. Let me get you turned around here. Good to see a couple of people joining us here. It's been a while since I've done a live stream and the controls have changed, so it's probably good we're giving this a bit of a trial run. This bug caught my eye. That looks like a lot of fun. Hello. We love your bug. About to get run over. Not a bug. I don't know. What do they need the water for?
Nothing.
Y'all have a good one. So the show this year is absolutely enormous. I know we would say that every year, but it just seems to keep getting bigger. I came in last night around 9:15 or so, a lot later than I normally do, and all the cameras really nice to me. He had an extra spot and hooked me back in the electric sites again this year, which I'm absolutely grateful for. Camp Mobile, Early Bay, 68, 69, somewhere in there. So we've been very comfortable. It got a little bit hot today, almost to 90 degrees here in almost mid-November. Tomorrow's supposed to be a little bit cooler. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Just a quick sneak peek, kind of shake the cobwebs out for me. Remember how all this stuff works, and at some point I need to find a cool thumbnail to put on the stream announcement for tomorrow. So again, we'll do a stream tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Kind of a pretty scene here as the sun's going down. If y'all are familiar with the Pasco County Fairgrounds where this is, they've got some new buildings going up. So it's always nice to see growth, even in the facility itself. That kind of tells you we're going to be able to keep doing this for years to come. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. What does your shirt say? I don't know how to pronounce that word.
I would pronounce it firing order.
That's a lot of syllables for 4 letters.
Yeah, you can thank this guy for putting the
There you
shirts
go.
together.
Shout out to Gary from VW Jawbreaker. I imagine he still sells these shirts.
If people like them, I would say sure. Some people get triggered by them too. So.
That lets you know you're doing something good.
Exactly.
So yeah, we'll shout out Gary. Check out VWJawbreaker.com, see what he's got available. You might find a really cool shirt like this. Good seeing you, man.
Good seeing you.
Yeah, take care. Another Early Bay panel. This always looks cool to me. Put some big tires. General grabbers seem to be the thing that everybody likes, but it looks awesome. Hey y'all, happy Bug Jam! Take a quick peek at a Baja here. I'll give you some backstory. Dweezil, my not-so Baja, has actually been off the road for many months. Back in July, we started working on the Hard Times engine build before life stuff got pretty busy. And we were working on an engine that we were calling Wheezy. Now, this particular engine doesn't have much hope. That's a lot of horn for a bus. But I've kept the project. Where it stands right now is, hey Frank, I'm sorry, hey Fevered Mind. Where it stands right now is the cam is binding. So I need something called a cam boring bar. I do have some 4140 steel and some bronze material that I think I might try to make the bushings and the bar out of. That's ambitious for a person of my limited skill set and talent. But I like to do stuff like that, so that might be how that project gets to move forward. In the meantime, I crunched on a single port 1600. I broke in the cam yesterday morning. I didn't have time to video much. I did take some pictures along the way, but really it was like till 2 or 3 in the morning for the last couple of weeks. Just trying to get that engine done for Bug Jam. We actually made it, and for the most part, the engine is behaving. So Dweezil is back on the road. I got to do some milling with the Bridgeport, if you caught that video. And throughout the project, I kept thinking, oh, this would be fun to share. So I'm really looking forward to that. There you are, Frank. Good to see you, man. Really looking forward to sharing my learning process on the mill and some of the lathe stuff we'll be doing and how it applies to keeping engine building approachable, right? It doesn't have to be expensive. I don't think we'll ever achieve self-sustainability, but we can get a little bit closer by doing more of our own work. So replacing valve guides and checking valve spring pressures and all that. Hey, what's up, man? Happy Bug Jam. Good to see you.
Hey.
So even though I've been quiet, I've been thinking about all of y'all, and I'm looking forward to the future. I think after a few things work their way out, hey, the proprietor of the No-Do Bus Show and his awesome bus. I think we've got good times ahead of us. Going to take care of some responsibilities as I've been doing the last few months. We'll take a creative route here. And then we'll be doing some more videos in the future. I'll be honest with y'all, I do have to change the way I was approaching it. The videos that you see on the channel now took hours and hours and hours to video edit. I'm not saying that they needed to take that long. That's just how long it took me. And while I enjoy that creative process, I just don't have time for it. So we'll do some format changes, and chances are I don't think anybody will notice. We'll be doing the same stuff. I'll just have to find more efficient ways to pull it off. And I think that's how I'll be able to be back on YouTube reliably, like we had just started to do in July, and spend some more time with all of you. Good to see so many folks joining us. Welcome. In case you're just catching it, hey man, we are at Bug Jam. We're planning on a live stream tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Look at this. They added a couple extra rows to the swap meet, and I'll pan around here. Sorry for the somewhat low light. Goes all the way down into the woods. Pretty amazing. This has to be the best swap meet that I've ever been to. I look forward to seeing some swap meets elsewhere. Maybe I'll get out to the West Coast at some point. More of the Southeast, but in, like, say, the Tennessee area. The Circle Your Wagon show sounds like a lot of fun to me, but in terms of my experience thus far, you just can't beat it. And I've spent the whole day up here. Looks like things are really quiet now that the sun's going down, but I'll give you a sneak peek of some of the treasures that we have in the swap meet here today. I found a set of 94 pistons that need to be honed, but I'm going to try that. Right now I'm having a good experience with the 85s that I honed. That's in the engine now, so that seems to be workable. Not preferable, but workable. Some heater boxes in decent shape. But yeah, I spent the whole day wearing myself out, going through the swap meet, and here's where I ran into a bunch of people too. They just had all kinds of wonderful things to say, and gotta say I enjoyed it thoroughly. All these people having a good time. We're all in our happy place. Is that Volky Kid? Volky Kid? Yeah. This is gonna sound weird, but I've been thinking about you a lot. Like, yeah, literally, just, you know, how's he doing? About 20 years ago, you sold me a core engine. And I wrote Volky Kid on all the parts that I took off of it. I've been building an engine and sifting through my stash for parts, and I kept seeing your name. Like, oh, how old Volky's doing? We see him at Bug Jam this year. Always good to see you. Take care. Yeah, like the title says, I like VW people. Seeing just a touch more water-cooled stuff showing up. That's perfectly fine. This is a particularly cool display. I don't know anything about it, but awesome. Thank you for the comments, everybody. You know, that's another thing that's different from my end on the back end here. The live stream thing is that the comments are just popping up on their own. And it's really helpful. It's great. I spent some time at this booth a little bit earlier. That's where I found the 94s. I made a deal on a crate full of valves, which I'm super excited about. Maybe some of y'all know about this. I found some 39 millimeter stainless valves in this stash, and I found, here's the interesting one, some 33 millimeter exhaust valves. The stock for a lot of the heads I've been playing with is 32.5 millimeter. I think I might be able to cut the seat, right? We did a three angle valve job on the heads that we're using now. I think I might be able to cut that seat out 10 thou all the way around to make the 33 millimeter exhaust valves fit. I don't know. Y'all tell me if you think it's a bad idea or want to see it or know for sure. Hey, what's up? Uh-oh. Yikes. Let me know what you know about it. I'm just guessing myself, but I'm sure somebody's tried it and has the real information on it. I'll check this out. Well, go ahead. Are these your engines here?
Yes.
Nice. What are we asking for them, if you don't mind? This is on Happy Garage live stream.
All new 38, refurbished 24.
So an all new for 3,800 and a rebuilt for 2,400. Wow. Very cool. Do you take a core?
That's without core. It's priced in with core.
Oh, priced
That's the price without a core.
without a core. I got you. Oh, there you go. You got all the
You don't
information
need a
here.
core or anything.
Nice. How can people get in contact with you? Show up tomorrow?
Show up tomorrow.
All right. Is that on the shirt? Let me get a close-up of it. Oh, dinner is served. I'm here at the right time. No mayo, please. Lomac VW 423-310-5318. Good prices on rebuilds and all news. Thanks, y'all. Have a good night. Cool. What was the title again? I like VW people. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time with some VW people. Just wanted to pop on and say, hey, if you have some comments you wanted to get in last second, go ahead and do that. I'll be happy to address them. If you have questions for me, I got time. Otherwise, we'll keep this one short and sweet and save our energy for a big day tomorrow. Terry, do you know where I could get 39.5 valve intakes? That's an interesting size. I think the common size is 40 millimeters, and those stainless ones that I found in that stash are 39, unless they happen to be 39 and a half. I don't know, but I would probably check CB Performance first. I'm having good luck with them here recently. And then beyond that, I'm not terribly sure. Look at that. A German muffler. Nice. It is so cool to see so many folks joining us here, popping on unannounced like this. Y'all make me feel good. Woo, look at this. Fuel injected somethings. This is beyond me. Frank says the 34. Right, there's somebody who knows about fuel injection. Here's one thing I've been looking for are the single port end castings. I use those on this engine that we just put together, and I like the idea. It allows you to use a dual port center section on the intake manifold. Thanks, Frank. Awesome. So there, from the engine builder himself, those 33s we can cut out to that size. I got some of those New Way cutters. Frank, I know you've heard of that, but for anybody that's heard you have to have stones and stuff, this is another way to do it. I don't know what the professional opinion is on whether they work greater or not, but that's how I cut the seats on the engine I'm running right now, and I was happy with it. I was able to do the 3-angle thing, so we'll try that. We got plenty of head cores that we can use, so we'll try to up our exhaust valve size by just a smidgen. I've got a few of these hanging around. That's going to be fun to play with. There you go. Spent some time in this booth earlier talking to this gentleman about a box of random bearings, which I'm interested in. There you go, Frank. Oh, nice. That's an endorsement. Yeah, I bought them for a motorcycle project several years ago, and they work really well for the VWs with the right angles and sizes and all that. But yeah, that's good to know. I appreciate that. But yeah, cool hobby business here. Picked up a few knickknacks when I in the last stages of putting that engine together. I needed generator shims of all things, and I found some, but I like to have a stash. So I picked up a small stack of old generator shims, and I think a mounting stud for the case. I was missing one of those. So they took care of us there, and we'll give them a call next week about maybe getting a box of random bearings, because it's nice to have stuff to sort through. If anybody knows Olson, this is their spot. We found some flaps, the vanes, and what else did we find? Some Teflon buttons for pistons, and a thermostat. That was the thing that really caught my eye, was the thermostat. All right, since so many folks have jumped on, I'm going to cruise back down through the show a little bit. We'll see a little bit more and chat just a little bit more too. Looks like the swap meet is all closed down. Here's the new building I was talking about. So there's new life happening here at the Pasco County Fairgrounds. There was an older, much shorter building here previously. Beautiful sunset today. It is a car show, right? Might as well see some fun vehicles of different sorts too. I think I hear an exhaust leak on that truck. Hey, the hardworking staff of Bug Jam. These guys do a great job putting things on. If you've been here, you know Brandon and Randy, and they put in a lot of effort to make this thing happen. Hey, there's my buddy Alan. We have a bunch of new parts here. I haven't sorted through this yet, but we'll make it over here tomorrow, I think. It's got all the supplies that you need. You know, one thing I'm looking for is a stash of flywheel shims. I'm gonna run in front of you. Thanks everybody so much for sticking with us here. It's great to have a nice crowd. I think that's indicative of how great the show is. If you're not here, you want to be here. And this just gives us a taste of what's happening. Well, here's a bus we've seen before. It's got a Subaru in it, I think. Yeah, Otto, this is a great show. This and Nodo, just amazing shows. I like Lakeland a lot too. Yeah, here's one of our regulars. Really cool bus. Has all the accessories you could think of. I'm going to try and move away from the music a little bit. Got some bus folks hanging out with the early bays. Ran into my buddy Jerry yesterday. He's got the green Baja we saw last year. We're going to catch up with him at some point. This is a pretty one. Look at that. Seeing some really nice stock late model Beetles this year. I like it. Got turn signals you can see from space. And they do the job. Well, you're good, thank you. There's a lifted bus. Very cool. Almost looks like it says 2110, doesn't it? The two-wheel drive, I think, is the message. Late bay. No, it's all good. You're all set. Hey, there he is again. Here's a stock early Beetle. Hey there, Jeffrey. How you doing, man? Good to have you. Wow, I wonder if I can take like a screenshot of that. That'd be a good thumbnail. Look at that. Mid-60s, I think. Very good. All right, I think I'm gonna leave you wanting just a little bit. We'll do all of this tomorrow. I'll make my way through as much of the show as we can possibly get to. That'll be at 11 a.m. Eastern time here at Bug Jam in Pasco County. Thanks everybody for joining me. I will see you again soon.